I don't want to be labeled as a refugee. It sounds like you don't belong, and I want to belong.
We're born to do better things more than just being in a refugee camp.
We're not crazy, we're not bad. We're peaceful people looking to contribute.
My name is Fabrice Nahimana. I was born in Congo and I'm a refugee child. I grew up having this belief that my parents will always be there. To be able to lose that piece of connection you had with them, it's something that even till today, it's never been fulfilled.
One day in 2007, in the morning while at school, the sound of gunfire suddenly broke out. Fabrice ran home. When he got there, he asked a neighbor if she had seen his parents, and the neighbor told him that they, together with many other people in the neighborhood, had been killed by the rebels.
The UN took us to Uganda. In Uganda, we stayed in a refugee camp. And from there on, we just went from border to border, to just moving forward and hoping for the best. And with the grace of God, we landed in Cape Town.
He couldn't speak a word of English. He didn't have any family in Cape Town. He didn't know anyone, but he had to get on with his life. He had to resume his studies. He had to learn English, make friends.
It's amazing because when I joined rugby, it became this freedom place for me. Everyone welcomed me like I was really someone who was born here. Whenever I was there, last thing I would think about was my problems.
For me personally, it helped me become the person I am, because through rugby is when I noticed the importance of making right decisions.
One of the Sex High School rugby directors saw me and then got in contact with Campbell McCrone. We were able to offer him the bursary. I still remember when I got there, one of the ladies that was helping me, she came to me, she's like, yo, you've picked up quite a lot of weight. And I looked at her and I was like, this is the most food I've ever eaten in my life. You become so grateful for that. That was a turning point for me. Really helped me become the person I am, gave me opportunities.
I think role models can play a very, very important role in children's lives. These children quite often don't have someone to look up to. Shortly after he joined SACS, he had the opportunity to meet Sia Kolisi. Sia's path showed that if you believe in yourself and you work hard to do the right thing, you can go from any circumstances and achieve whatever your goals are.
Sia Kolisi has always been someone that I've always looked up to. He became someone that was completely like a brother figure to me. After meeting him, that's where I came up with this whole trying to provide education for refugee kids. I was never the smartest kid, but I knew the value of education. I think that's the reason why I'm also studying at university.
Being here just brings me back a lot of memories, because I also stayed in a refugee camp as a child. And you look at the situations like this and then you think back and you remember all those experiences you experienced.
From there on, I also got to represent SA Touch Rugby at the Junior World Cup in Malaysia 2018. And that was just something that I'll always hold in my life, because it was my first time going overseas, representing the country, being the only refugee. The person I am has been determined because of the environment that I grew up in here. This country's basically been a home to me.
Fabrice realizes that without other people, he wouldn't be where he is. That's why he's very, very passionate about helping other people, especially refugee children. He not only survived, but I think he has prevailed and surpassed all expectations for someone who's been where he is. To now be in the position where he currently finds himself is really nothing short of a miracle.
I think it's just having that hope where now another refugee kid can look at me and be like, okay, he did it, so we must also now just keep pushing.
How can people help refugees? It's really just about loving each other and realizing that every refugee is no different from yourself. If we welcome them and we start working together to help them, then we can achieve so much as a global community.
Listen to our stories.
Let the world hear about us.